hate going back to always last year and the year before and this and that, because it's all bullshit anyway. But when you get to round 14, GWS, where were we?
Last year?
Yeah.
Oh, we were killing it, mate.
We were equal premiership favourite on Betfair.
All right, yes, correct. $4.
After the $4.50.
I'll never forget it.
$4 we were. I remember that, right. So, we go past the GWS game because we cop a few injuries in game. And you know, the players that got into that game was a bit cruel. But you gotta take it on the chin. We lost the game. From where we were, we shouldn't have lost the game. We could have managed it a bit better. Right? And again, it goes back to it was chaotic. That game was chaotic. It was fucked.
Crazy, yeah.
We come out the blocks like a greyhound, pinged the lids, and then it went off. Wiedering goes down, heads drop.
Yeah.
And then
Cripps goes down.
But then Cripps gets us back into the game.
Yes.
So then after that game, I go and look. So Curnow did his ankle that game. Yep. Why didn't we drop? What? Not drop him. Why didn't we rest him? Why?
Because we're too scared to.
Cripps was injured up until that point. Why can't we rest like a mate? Not saying that you have to, but why can't? If he's got a niggle and you're umming and ahhing and you're 60-40,
we're second on the ladder.
You can take. You know what?
Collingwood does it.
Charlie, take a week off.
I don't think we manage our squad well enough.
Nah. Why can't we do that?
Well, when's the last time?
Geelong are the best.
When is the last time we rested a player?
I don't know when. I genuinely don't know when.
Before the final.
But he was injured.
Yeah, broken ribs.
I'll give you guys an example of what to prove what you're saying is you nailed it. The final, last year's final.
Horrendous.
Oh, God.
Don't go back to that, because if I have my say...
I don't need to say anything.
I don't have to. Go back. If you want to go back and watch that. I said what was going to happen and played it out. Disgusting. Pathetic. Match committee, they should have been sacked at quarter time. They should have all been sacked.
And they probably would have if not for all the injuries.
Sentimental values and players that were cooked. They were cooked. And then you know what shit me the most is what I heard is that they threw the tape out after it. They didn't even review it. Disgusting. Unprofessional. All sacked.
Yep.
If I was the board, I would have sacked them. I would have stripped captains. I don't care. It's not professional. I understand you were 60 to zip. Yeah, we come back. We made a fucking glorified comeback. That was wank, right? It was wank. Just like we did on the weekend. 46 points down to Jeffrey's team, right? Wank. Comeback, wank. You got these players celebrating on the field like they're fucking all worth $10 million. You're all worth nothing. You're worth nothing.
Yeah, none of them.
TDK, you wouldn't be worth this fucking pizza. You actually wouldn't be worth that fucking pizza. Charlie Curnow, he's playing like a fucking kid that hasn't got his own way. Oh, mummy, I didn't get this, I didn't get that. So what he do? Kicks up a stink. He's done it 2 weeks in a row. How did he not get dropped after the West Coast game? He was pathetic against West Coast.
I'll take it something.
He didn't do his calf. Bull fucking shit. If he did his calf, he wouldn't have played this week. That's fucking bullshit. Don't piss in my pocket and tell me it's fucking raining now. This is bullshit.
I agree.
Ollie Holland, he's a kid. He gives it his fucking all every week, and he's the first one to cop it.
Gave it like Ollie.
No, but he's the whipping boy. Yeah. He's the one trying to take the game on with intent. Where's he trying to go? Look into the middle. Look here, look there.
You know,
it's a joke. He's a bar setter. He's a trend setter. Yeah, he's disposal sometimes. Yeah, he gets caught. But you know what I love about him? If he gets caught, he goes again. Yeah. And if he fucks up the kick, he goes again. Yeah. He just goes again. He's a doer.
Paul. Jackson Loney does the same thing.
Paul. This is the issue. Sorry, my apologies. Yeah, it's on you.
Thank you, Ta.
Rest, I can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry, my apologies.
The
problem is...
They just infuriate me, mate. I don't care about what money you're on. They just infuriate me in the way they play. When the game doesn't go their way and the crowd gets onto their back, what do? They drop their heads. You make us give you the fucking energy. You play the football so we can give you the energy. If you get booed at quarter time and half time, why? Go back into the rooms at half time and think about why he got booed.
I agree.
Think about it. You don't need a coach to tell you that wasn't fucking hard enough. And for Voss to go and spray fucking Jackson Bins.
Yeah, that I think.
Genuinely, I don't think Bins is any good. And you know what? He might be a good bloke, but on the field, He just doesn't cut it for me, right?
What you're trying to say is not up to
But what
AFL
you're doing,
standard.
why are you having a go at Jackson
There were
Biggs?
about
He
8 or 9
won.
senior players.
All he had to do was have a look this way. Kerno, fucking not good enough today.
Right.
Cripper, fucking help TDK. You want him to stay? You want TDK to stay and not be fucking surfing at Geelong? Or fucking having a Lamborghini feast with fucking, I don't know, fucking Jack Steele or something? Fucking help him. Go to him and tell him. Like, fucking hell, smash Jerry. Take 4 weeks. Who cares? Show a bit of grit.
Yeah, that was the worst part of Saturday.
Show a bit of grit. You want to show grit when you're 46 points down and you're fucking like a bunch of sore losers. You go after Christian Jerry. You're taking the fucking piss, bro. What he did, he put it back over fucking George Hewitt's head or Fogarty's head and kicked another one.
That was huge.
And said, here, up your ass. And we're going to win this game. It's a fucking embarrassment. They're pathetic.
They were pathetic.
No, as a whole organisation, they're fucking pathetic.
Yep.
At the moment,
I'm not genuinely had enough.
For years, Tony.
I go to these games and I don't care about Carlton anymore.
Yep.
You know what? How fucking sick I am. I had 200 on North Melbourne.
That's a good bet.
That's a
good bet. You bet with your head, not your
but
heart.
who the fuck bets against their own team?
Yeah, well, you know.
Because you know.
Yeah, but who does that?
I know.
Even if you know, do you bet against
You
your own
do that.
team?
you do.
Yeah, because I think with my fucking head.
Yeah.
We don't need to be fucking rocket scientists here.
Yeah.
We're playing football here. We're talking about this, that, Elijah Hollins. Where's he?
MIA.
Why? Toxic culture.
Toxic culture, exactly.
TDK, I said at the start of the fucking year, sign the fucking dotted line. If you're committed, you sign the fucking dotted line.
Relax, bro.
No, you signed the
Take it
dotted
easy,
line,
mate.
bro.
Relax.
No, because they're not committed, Paul.
They're not going to care.
Paul, they're not committed.
care.
McGovern playing like he's a fucking champion. You know why?
They don't
Because he's got a
care,
contract
mate.
clause.
They don't care,
He
mate.
plays his 18 games and what happens?
Yeah, he's
I get contracted next year.
Yep.
He doesn't
They
care.
don't care, mate. They don't
Said
care.
Said that from
We're
the start.
playing Lewis Young at full forward.
Please, man.
But you're saying please, but are we
doing
taking
it.
the piss? Where's the development of Lemmy? Where is he? Where is he? Tell me where he is.
NGE.
But tell me where he is.
A lot of players in
So
here.
tell me where he is. Billy Wilson, Ashton Moyer. Where are these players?
You sure?
Temporarily twins. You took him out after round 2, and you don't play him anymore.
Why?
Because he's playing like shit.
Volume down.
Like
Volume
I can't,
down.
bro. Bro.
Volume down.
No, but I've just
down.
had enough.
Yeah, well,
I've had enough, bro, because no, and all the content creators, bro, all the content creators come out here and say, keep it positive. We're doing this.
Well, what are you going to do?
No, Paul. No, positive. This is what they want.
I know.
They're fucking
I know.
brainwashing
I
you
agree.
all.
I agree.
They've brainwashed us all.
You're not on
agree.
your own.
No. They've brainwashed us all. I don't care what anyone says about me. They've brainwashed us all. I would go
agree.
down to that club and berate them one by one.
What's that going to achieve?
It doesn't matter, Paul.
We've been berated and they haven't
Bro, we got
responded.
people going down there asking them what Taylor Swift songs are like. Come on, man. Bro, we're here to play fucking football, win.
Yeah, but it's not that anymore. That's the
I
problem.
understand that. But as a fan base, we have to demand that now. I said this after 2023. Yeah, you got
demand
knocked
more,
down.
of course,
You've
I
got to
agree.
expect more and demand more.
I completely
Every
agree.
single game. The way we got fucking punished by a bunch of kids, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's disgraceful.
Davis Uniacke, he hasn't looked like a $1.3 million player all year. That player looked like Chris Judd out there.
You did.
Mate.
And I saw Chris Judd before the game.
Did you?
And I looked at him, I just gave him a little wink, and he just gave me a smile back.
On you, Juddy.
But that's what I remember. Them, those players. You know why? Because they gave the fucking heart. They gave this. They gave ticker.
Yep.
I understand what you're saying about Jack. You know what? He's changed how he's played and how he's changed my perception of him has turned
100%.
around.
Yeah.
You and
It's empty
everybody.
spot.
mate.
And you know what?
And whatever. I always thought he was a good half forward. Good half forward.
yeah. I
Down
think-
back, I thought it wasn't going to work. And you know what? He's proved me wrong. And fucking kudos to him.
They've got Carlton players have got to take a leaf out of Jack Silvani's.
Right.
I agree.
Mate, because
I
he
agree.
wears that jumper. It's stitched onto. It's glued. It's
You could name. I could only name you maybe 5 players that it's stitched onto. Maybe 5.
I could name maybe 3.
Hollands,
Yep. Wiedering.
Wiedering,
Yep.
Silvani.
Yep.
Cincotta when he goes out there. Even though I think it's, again, what do you say?
I'll say the captain.
I'm going to say the captain.
I'm getting to it. And the only superstar in that team, well, he's your superstar.
Fucking hope.
Champion of champions, man.
Yep.
Paddy Cripps.
Yep.
But I think he's now fucking over it.
He's over the. He's over. Yeah,
I agree.
No. I think he's over the everything.
I
Just
couldn't agree
everything.
anymore.
Yep.
Everything.
I agree.
I think he's. I just think he's over it.
You know, Paddy,
That's why he's trying to be Superman again.
Yeah, mate, 100%.
and exactly
100%.
right, and he takes it off.
When was he playing his best football? Why did he win a Brownlow? Extractor. Here. Go on, mate. Go on, son. I
Seems
trust
like
you.
a lot of the boys are playing for their careers.
100%.
Well, look at the contract scenario, though.
Sign the contract.
But a lot of their contracts
17
this year or next year.
This is where a president or the CEO or the board
Sorry for the loud noise, but
or the board
Loud noise.
okay,
I'd rather you do that than
Okay.
go home and take it out on Taylor.
Yeah.
I would never do that. I don't need
So-
time and respect to fucking tell me that.
right.
Yeah.
So I lost my chain of thought.
Sorry. I just need to go on a tangent because I'm over it. I'm just passionate about this fucking team. I'm passionate about all of us.
Mate,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that are
I want
watching
to win
here
together.
tonight.
I don't want to be fractured. I'm over this fucking fractured bullshit. It's enough. It's
Yeah.
gotta be. It's enough.
Yeah, okay.
It's gotta end.
Okay. You can
Yeah, go. Sorry, I'm
that's
going
all
on mute.
It's all good.
Oh, God, he's muted his mic. He's muted
I
his
think-
mic.
Sorry, table.
It's all.
Sorry, Ben. Motherfucker.
We can get frustrated. We can throw. We can kick the TV in. We can. That's not going to solve anything.
Correct. Exactly.
That's and that's fine. That's how people let it
understand.
out. That's fine.
Yep. Fuck, I got my head left now.
What is the solution, boys?
Well, that's exactly right.
What is the solution?
That's exactly right.
The solution is you're not going to get rid of the president or the board
Well,
or
you
the
can't.
coaching staff
There'll be no one left.
halfway through the year. It's
There'll be no one left.
retarded.
No.
So what needs to happen now is, and I'm sure they're doing it, they've got a lot more smarter people. But what they haven't got is
I hope so.
passionate. They haven't got the passion because most of the people in those positions are there as a job.
Yeah. I was discussing this on the weekend.
Yeah, it's a
Spot
job.
on. Was discussing this with the
It's a job,
Prendergast.
right? It's a day to day. I got to get
Level
in
1
there.
employees.
I got to get in there and do
Yep.
it all.
Yep.
Are these guys going to work back till 9
Nope.
p.m.? Not a chance.
No.
2 in the morning? Not a chance.
Nope.
Are these guys? They may take a call if Kerno rings up someone and he's upset or depressed. I'm not just. I said Kerno.
Yeah. I know.
Right.
I know. Yeah.
The key here is they've got to get this tier group of players that Cripps has been managing, like the leadership group. Kerno, passing the ball around, that's not what you're getting paid to do. You're paid to fucking kick goals, right? Kick the fucking goals, right?
It's not that hard.
Not that hard.
It's really not that hard.
Right? Centre players, you either old school, follow your man. Or if you're attacking, they follow you. Defend when you need to.
I don't think we have enough attacking midfielders.
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't at all. Our wingers, what's going on there?
Our wingers are playing at half back.
What are we doing there?
Yeah.
What are we doing there? Akers, lucky to win us the game in 2023 to get us
Done. Don't care about your credits.
Are you
Done.
worried that the players will have a say on the coach?
No, they can't say anything on the coach because they won't. They'd say that no. You know who will put pressure on the coach is the media. The media only.
Yeah, but forget like if they're making decisions off media while we're cooked.
No, but it does happen.
Yeah.
But wait
The
a second,
pressure
I
of
think
the media will go into the board because 90% of the board members, they're business people, boys, and they're well-respected business people. And without them, we haven't got the $20 million, and we've got to respect that.
Oh, I agree.
Their role is their role. No one can point the finger at them at the board. They rely on a channel of management.
I can put my finger on the board. I disagree. I disagree. Off the ground.
I'd like to hear the
Well, off the ground, they're killing it. They are great businessmen, but they are not putting the standards down below.
That's not their role.
But
No,
well,
it's
it
not
should be their role.
That's not their role.
It should be.
You got a CEO,
It's not,
man.
it's
Rocco,
not.
you got a CEO, brother. You got a president.
Who elects the CEO and the president?
Okay, but
Who elects them?
but okay, you make decisions in business, yeah.
But I'm
are
saying-
all your decisions 100%
Wait
going
a
to make you
second.
money?
Who?
That's correct.
Wait, it's a how do you say? It's a scale. It's a ladder of
Yes.
leaders, right? So there's the leader. You got the top, and then you got the president. Then you got like the CEO, and then you
It's
got
a hierarchy.
Right. So
Correct.
you got it. So who elects right the CEO?
The board.
Right. So it's their fault. If the CEO isn't correct, right? It's
Yes.
their fault. Right. Let's say we
Well,
get
they got rid of him.
But the CEO,
Wait a
he was saying,
second. Wait a second. Let me
it
just
might
finish
be
it.
correct, but they might make the wrong calls.
All
We don't
right,
know.
and I understand that.
Yeah.
Then fix it.
Yeah, I agree.
Make the right call. All right, let's say we get
Yeah.
the CEO correct. We get him correct.
Yep,
Right?
Graham Wright.
Who's
He's the man.
next? Who's next underneath?
Well, he makes the decisions on each department.
Right, and who? So those people in charge there, it's your job to get them right.
Well, we were saying before, it filters down.
Right, and if
100%.
they're wrong, it's your fault. Sorry to say, it's your fault. If they're wrong, it's your fault.
So then
if
you can't-
you get some of them right, fix the others. That's your fault.
Yeah,
then
the-
we keep going down.
But the lawyers don't
You
have anything
can't-
to
you
do with the
can't-
footy department.
Rocco,
I understand, but they have to
You
do
can't
with...
have the blame game, mate. You can't just blame. You need solutions. And the
I understand, but
solutions...
the only solutions I can see is
Why
to
is
put
blame?
the right people
All right, who
in.
are the right people?
Well, who exactly? Who are the right people?
Okay, we talk about timing. Timing now. Okay, guys, look, we're all upset. We're all angry. Yep, mate, he's shit. He's okay, mate. You can't do that.
You can.
No, well, you can. Of course you can. But what? That's not going to get you a result.
Yeah, it doesn't
And
get you
guess
a
what's going to
solution,
happen?
correct.
The 100,000 members, you're lucky to have one.
Yeah.
Because our memberships are going to get tossed.
That's right.
If what's right, if the board follows what you're saying, we're going into, disaster, World War III. You don't do that. What you do, you pull back, level-headed.
But we've been pulling back for 20
but it
years.
doesn't matter, mate.
You still have to do it,
gotta
though.
I understand, but let's...
Right? You're only talking
Well,
out of
we don't put
emotion.
pressure on 'em.
You don't talk business in emotion. Emotion you put aside. Business is business. And for the Carlton Football Club to succeed, moving forward, they need to reset the mindset.
Whose fault is
Right?
that?
No,
Whose
there's no
job is
fault.
it?
And the
Whose
job
is it?
of the coaches, of the CEO needs to get an understanding from the coach where the football department is at all levels. All coaches, where are they? What is the strategy? Where's their business plan? What's the long-term strategy? Is there a budget in place? Who do we need? What do we need?
Yep.
To get this club where it should be, and that's at the top.
I don't think
and that's it.
We have not, and now going forward is that we are going to spend a lot of money on the football department because of, and if you look at all of world sport, wages, the higher your wages are, the more you spend on those departments, the better you're going to perform, right? So if you look at, and this is just using teams as an example, you look at soccer, the teams with the highest wage bills, more often than not, win.
1,000,000%.
Right, so
1,000,000%.
we
but
have
not in AFL.
Yeah, but
I understand
now
in
to a
department
point, yeah,
wise,
so
department
now
wise,
that
yes,
the
not
soft
playing,
cap has
on
increased, we
field.
have the capacity to move on football department people that we need to, because there's going to be change. We all know that.
It's coming.
Right? It's going to be coaches, it'll be assistant
You're going to
coaches,
get your wish, mate. You're going to get
it'll
your
be
wish.
it'll be
It's
head of
happening.
football.
My
Yeah.
wish is to win premierships.
It's there will be change, right? We all know that, right? It's imminent. How much change they make will be based on what he's saying when they pull everything back.
Yeah.
This is all
Mate,
the data.
You got to. It's like going for gold, right?
But the thing is
you got to
that
filter all the shit,
the-
whatever shit there is.
the hope is that the person that you have implemented to make those decisions that will filter down will lead to the ultimate success. How you get there, every process is different.
Yeah.
But the standard has to be the same.
Yes.
We're just grateful now and hopeful that the person coming in, wherever
It's the next Messiah at the moment.
I believe, right, people say, oh, one person can't change it. I completely disagree with that.
I believe one person can
I
change
think one
it.
person can change the mindset of an entire
Has to be a
I agree.
organisation.
I
right?
agree.